And speaking about public money, the Thurman Law Firm is being paid with public money. We have the right to know how our tax money is being spent. And speaking of the Thurman Law Firm, why was there a lawyer from the Thurman Law Firm at City Hall copying documents for the Sunshine Law request instead of city employees copying those documents?
I couldn't tell you, Debbie. Did you know? Or Brandon? I mean, I don't know who
Friday?
it was.
I wasn't there, Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. There are a lot of documents that need to be gone through. There are specific exceptions in the Sunshine Law for attorney-client privilege, for work product information, and those documents need to be taken care of accordingly.
Sure, thank you.
According to the Attorney General's office, any information after the sale has closed becomes public record, and that an attorney is not allowed to pick through and pick whatever information that they want to release. You might want to check with the Attorney General's office
Ma'am, I
because that
speak
was
with him
his
2 or
exact...
3 times a week, and I guarantee you, he and I have had numerous discussions about this, and I guarantee you, everything has been produced according to law.
And I do talk with him several times a week as well, and my information is a little different. So my question is, are taxpayers now paying the law firm to do what city employees are supposed to be doing?
They do not pay, we do not charge you for copying those minutes, for reviewing those. You're going to charge them hourly fee.
But the city, they're charging you, the city, they're charging the city an hourly fee, correct?
Yes, they all.
So the taxpayers are paying for
All
it.
the attorneys operate on an hourly basis.
So the citizens are paying for it. We requested all the invoices from the Thurman Law Firm and only received those up to July 2007. We have been told that there are no additional invoices from them. I don't know of any law firm that does an invoice monthly. Where are these invoices?
Jill, what was the date of your request?
I would have to have that document in front of me.
Okay.
I believe Mr. Yesford came in and I gave him the folder that had all the paid invoices in it, and we looked at the folder that had any anticipated invoices in it, and there were none in at that time. The week after, we received additional invoices from the Thurman Law Firm.
We requested it on October 16th, and we received through 7/31.
On October 16th, it was requested, and we only received the invoices up to July 31st of
And that's what was in
2007.
the file. And the file folder was given to Mr. Yesford at the counter.
Yes, but what about all of the ones after? See, this is part of the reason why there's multiple
Excuse me,
requests.
all the ones after what?
All the invoices received after the, once
After he came in?
after July
The
31st.
last bill in there was July 23rd.
Yes, and I gave you the folder directly out of there. There was nothing else in there.
Where were they?
But here's
We
the
had not
question.
received
We haven't had the bill
any,
yet.
let me clarify. There were no bills pending. We showed him the pending file. There were no bills paid. There was nothing in our file received from the Thurman Law Firm at the time he came in.
Here's the problem. When we make the request and you don't have the information for whatever reason, that request remains open. Since that time when you've received these additional invoices, that information is not forthcoming. So what happens, Mr. DeClue, is that we have to come back and make the request again for invoices from July 31st, 2007 to now. And then if they give us August, but nothing else, then we have to come back and ask again. So that's why there's so many requests for record
We
information.
can only give you bills that have been submitted to us. I mean,
Absolutely.
nobody's writing any bills
Here's my
more than
point.
what
I
we can come
absolutely
back.
understand that you
You are
can.
given what you asked for and what was there at that time. I cannot give you anything
And
that's
that's-
not
But
there.
the requests that are still pending, as you see, all of these, whether they've been received, where it says no, 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 no,
We have a technical copy.
when you can look at Mr. Perry's, when they have not been returned, then, and you have the information subsequently, the concept is that you would then make that information available.
Your concept, is that what it is? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, what I'm saying is, we ask for it, you don't have it, you get it later, that's when you're supposed to give it to us, when you get it.
We have enough requests. If we're supposed to anticipate that people want things after that comes in, there's not enough time.
So our only choice is then to re-request.
Yes, ma'am.
And see, that's the problem. Those are not frivolous requests
Those are
because,
not frivolous requests. I'm not saying that they are, and we will honor those as they come in.
but this is what the citizens are being frustrated by. We ask for information, we get a letter saying, oh, you can't have it, or we don't have it, or we can't get it, and then it's
No,
on
ma'am, I
us to
think-
come
I
back.
think most of the things there's letters sent back giving a time frame when we can get it. And then there are some letters that say that we can't give you certain information. But there are still letters out there that we're gathering the information for, and responses will be given on all the information that is incurred on that.
I think you've heard our issues on this. Mayor previously stated that the city will be reimbursed legal fees. Is that true for the legal fees that the city incurs on negotiating this contract or not?
I'm sorry. What was that again?
You had previously stated that the city will be reimbursed legal fees for all the legal work that's done on this PPG contract and the lease agreement. Is
On the
that,
contract and a lease agreement?
yes, is that still accurate?
To my knowledge, it is.
Then that means that Wings is paying the bills for the lawyer for the city. Then wouldn't that be a conflict of interest?
No.
Well, if the city's deal, PPG lawyer, is working and getting paid for by Kennedy, who's protecting the city?
They are not working for Mr. Kennedy, they are working for the city.
They're working for the city and they're being paid by Mr. Kennedy.
They're being paid.
Ma'am,
by-
we have negotiated a contract and a sales agreement under the advice of our attorneys. The attorneys did not, we asked Wings to produce us something. They asked us to produce them something. And it was produced, and we kicked it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, time and time again, over simple things, as far as eminent domain in the lease. It was stated in there that we would use it. I personally said, I do not like that. Now, if you take it out altogether, it is a state statute, and eminent domain can be used. But we have it in the lease agreement with the help of the attorneys and with the help of us as far as the eminent domain that it will be used, but it has to be mutually agreed upon both parties. So therefore, it's not like Mr. Kennedy's attorney wrote the lease and we accepted it. It's not like that at all. You received it the wrong way, ma'am.
Well, the emails that we received says differently. What due diligence has been done on the PPG land and all the environmental issues?
It's ongoing, it's constant.
It's ongoing. I mean,
It's taking place right now.
Will we be able to
It's a
see what?
constant issue. It is, excuse me, it is all of the constants of the environmental plans, the environmental studies that have been done. Every day, if we receive more information in the mail, we have attorneys that are coming down and asking to review those environmental issues, which they prefer not to have copied because it's in mass, so it is sitting there for them to review. The sale will not be complete before the due diligence is done.
Are those public record documents?
Absolutely.
So anybody could come in and review whatever due diligence has been done on the PPG land?
We sure can.
All right, sounds good. Who's reviewed the contract for the legal ramification of the environmental issues?
Our attorney.
In Mr. Kennedy's information, he states that MoDOT is on board with this project. Do you know that Bill McKenna was the chairman of the Highway Commission at the time?
We most certainly do, because he's absolutely on a number of occasions has assisted the city of Crystal City in various MoDOT.
Well, he nor anybody else at MoDOT ever issued a statement saying that they were on board with Mr. Kennedy's smelter project.
Issued a statement to you? I
They
have no idea.
did, no,
You're
I'm telling you,
information.
from Mr. McKenna, because he is out of town tonight. When he was the chairman of the board, and he went and talked to everybody else who was the head of any other board, which of course he knows them all, and said, have any of you sent anything that said that MoDOT was on board with the smelter project? And he said, what smelter project? They didn't even know anything about it, which is my point.